Now welcome on board as I guide you through the Kcse 2024. This is paper 2. We are going to discuss question 21. So hello guys, welcome to question 21 Kcse 2024 paper 2. You are told that Fadhili deposited Kenyan shillings 400,000 in an account that paid a compound interest on deposits at a rate of 7% per annum. At the end of 3 years, he withdrew all the money from the account. Calculate the amount that Fadhili withdrew. So this is compound interest, commercial arithmetics. So you're going to say that the amount in compound interest is equal to principal into 1 plus r over 100, which is the rate, per the number of time. We can call it n. So to find the amount withdrawn, we are going to say that the principal, which is the amount invested, was 400,000 into 1 plus r, which is the rate, and rate we have 7%, 7 of 100, power n, the number of years is 3 years. So to place this on a calculator, first of all, you are going to start with the 7 over 100 plus 1, then you power 3, then you multiply. So the amount withdrawn, that is the key thing here. It means it should be in a whole number. You cannot withdraw cents. Therefore, if you place in the calculator, we are going to have 490017. Now 0.20, but we're going to ignore the point side because it is the amount withdrawn, so it should be in whole number. And that is the answer. Then we look at Roman 2, where you are told that Fadhili invested the withdrawn amount. Now this amount withdrawn in shares. The value of shares depreciated. So that is depreciation, still under commercial arithmetic, at the rate of 1.5 for every 6 months. So this is a very key thing to look at. Determine the value of shares at the end of 2 years. So if this rate goes for 6 months, then 2 years has got 4 months in it. Therefore, we're going to use the term, the number of years, as 4, but not 2, because 2 years is equals to 4 groups of 6 months. So depreciations, we'll say that depreciation is equals to the principal over into 1 minus r over 100, then power n. So the amount invested was 490017 into 1 minus the rate, it is 1.5 over 100. And now the number of years, we have said that instead of writing 2, it will be 2 times 4 because of compounded halfly. So that is 2 times 2 over 1, which is 4. So we'll have there 4. So the amount that was in this bank account, if you press in the calculator correct to 2 decimal places, this one here is supposed to be 2 decimal places, so it will be 461,271.10. So that is the amount there. Then we can look at question Roman 3. You are told to determine the gain or the loss from Fadhili investment in 5 years. So we're going to look at if either it is a gain or a loss after 5 years. So what we are going to do, we are going to calculate this amount that we had invested in Fadhili, because this is after 2 years. So after 5 years, what will be the amount? So after 5 years, the amount will be 4917, that's the amount invested, into 1 minus 1.5 over 100 power. If it is 5 years, we're going to take 5 times, it was compounded every month, that rate, every 6 months. So that is 2. So the number of years will use 10. So to calculate that, we are going to have 1.5 over 100, then 1 minus the answer, then power 5, times 490017. And we find that the amount after 5 years, this amount was 454351.84. But now what is the question asking? The question is asking if this amount is either a gain or a loss. Now initially Fadhili had got 400,000, but now after 5 years it is this amount here. So is this a gain or a loss? So we know this is a gain. A gain of how much? We will say 454351.84. Then we subtract 400,000. So this means that the amount gained was Kenyan shillings 54351.84 to the nearest 2 decimal places, and that is how the question is supposed to be tackled there. Then now we can proceed now to the last question under 2024 paper 2, question 21. We say that Nyabuto invested Kenyan shillings 400,000 in a financial institution that paid a compound interest rate of 6% per annum. After n years, the amount he accumulated was 500,000. So we are going to apply the same principle we have used on top here. That amount is equals to principal into 1 plus r over 100 power n. So the amount that we found after n years was 500,000 is equals to the amount invested, the principal 400,000 into 1 plus rate. We have the rate as 6%, so power n, the number of years we don't know. Remember, it's supposed to be in a whole number. So let us look at that. So we will say that we are going to divide this side by 400,000 so that we can make the equation more smaller. So if you divide on this side, you are going to have 1.25 is equals to, if you work out this, all of it in the bracket, we will have 1.06 but power n. So to remove the n on top here, we are going to reduce log on both sides. So we will say that log of 1.25 is equals to, you bring this at the back because we are following the third law of logarithm, 1.06. So that to remain with the n, you are going now to divide by log 1.06 divided by log 1.06. Therefore, the value of n, if you press in the calculator, you have something roughly around 3.8, but they want it the nearest whole number, so we'll say n is approximately 4 years. And that is how that question is supposed to be done. If you